to say to your father...
Hello?
Hello, you're hiding.
Yeah. From someone in the party. Hey, you won't tell on me, will you?
Rebecca, I go to repeat to 10, then I go to shut the door and go to say to your father... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will go to get croque-mitaine.
What's that?
He will eat your fingers. 8, 9.
No!
We villain!
Can't see if you shut the door.
Who?
The man in Daddy's room.
Perhaps she's telling histories.
Perhaps. Phone the police.
Sparrow to nest. No joy. He hasn't appeared. You're coming in for breakfast. Out.
$18, $19, $20.
A man!
Not now, Maggie.
You stand fast.
Rude man.
That man.
Come on. 1,
What do you mean, 1?
15,
15.
15, 16,
You the Eyes Agency, Church Lane.
17, indeed.
I want you to do something. I've had some very expensive items stolen from my house. Earrings, 4 weeks ago. Police have got nowhere. Now I find my place is one of a string. I want them back. Same percentage as the insurance, 10 grand.
No questions asked.
Uh-huh.
We go out. Your turn.
Would you excuse us a moment, Mr.
Gardner Ford.
Explain?
The catch is the insurance companies pay 10% for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible, and they pay pro rata for the value recovered. Now, that's legal.
So?
No questions asked is illegal. Nobody gets arrested.
Oh, then we'll arrest.
That's not what the fat man says.
I buy you a new tracksuit, 3 gallons of filler sand, and help you with your joined-up handwriting. In other words, I am trying to help you forget your helmet. We are not policemen.
It's illegal.
I don't care, nor should you.
Miss Standfast.
We are continuously being asked to do illegal things for the government. Well, you'll just have to learn to live with our little sins. Go and tell the gardener we love his money.
Put it back.
Come on. You lovely, lovely Dago.
Set you stinking trotters on our land. Get him, for Christ's sake. Sorry about this, cousin. Now, bring him ashore. Seabird, go in.
(10:16), 10:16, Ferry Beach, 245, 24.
What have you got? He wears black, always night, no summertime jobs. 21 out, 24 possibly associated with him. He took only jewellery, 3 times cash.
How much?
About $2 grand.
Oh, we might use that to live off. He's a loner. Nobody else mentioned? No cars. How many wall safes?
19.
He's a magpie. He's sold nothing. Nothing's appeared in the trade. Maybe totally new. We know CRO's got nothing on him.
Reckon he's keeping it all for one trip?
I hope so. That's the danger time. You either get nicked at scene of crimes or trying to sell.
Why haven't the local plod done anything about all these wall safes?
God knows. Look, you get all you can on anyone in this area who fits wall safes or alarm systems. Might be just him picking on big houses.
What about you?
Get the expenses out. A certain colleague of mine will be moved to this area. I'm going to treat him to the biggest McDonald's he's had since 7 Dials.
Listen, no one gets within a mile with him.
It's not all written down. Detective Inspector Turnbull, please. Personal.
Ooh.
Grey at the edges and still at it.
I just won a bet. I gave it 3 months and you'd be after my body. How are you?
Fine.
Still...
No.
Sorry to drag you out here. One of our lads was hacked around this morning, illegal landing. I'll just go and see him and then we can take up where we left off.
I'll walk with you. What happened?
It's all very quiet, which leaves your favourite DI not well pleased.
You are assistant?
Colleague.
Good, because I don't pay to be fobbed off. Fitter's name's Bannister.
We'll do everything we can.
You know, it doesn't matter how much money you've got. When you've been burgled, you still feel dirty.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Like what?
Like, when was the last time your wife wore the earrings? How often and where, and if in public? And have your insurance company reassured?
10 months ago.
Who were the insurers?
My wife died 73 days ago. They were the first things I bought her that I couldn't afford.
Hello.
Do you think you could show me the way out?
Of course.
You're Rebecca, aren't you?
Rebecca, Miriam, Eloise, Gardner, Ford.
Rebecca, Miriam, Eloise, Gardner, Ford. It's a long name, isn't it?
You talk like the magic man.
How's that?
You won't tell, will ya?
Bannisters.
Have you got the dying declaration booklet? If I'm not here, you know what to do. I hope neither of us has to. Bastards. They hit him really hard. He fell face down into mud, so not enough oxygen got to his brain. So what can I do for you?
You're a black magic man.
Who's been on to you, Gardner Ford? He's not known our magic man, he's a loner. Knows this area backwards. Good with alarms and always jewellery. Gardner Ford's wife. Died in here of leukemia. It's the same as in there. There's a lot going on I don't know about. I've done a special circulation of the missing jewellery to all forces. And I've asked for it to be punted round Hatton Garden, not a whisper. Well, as we know, the dealers like to keep all their best tips for the Met. Look, I'll help you if you make sure that if anything starts to get past, I get told.
All right.
And I'm there, thereabouts, when he's nicked.
Okay.
A firm called J.W. Bannister, 76 Burnham Street. The Mr. Bannister hasn't been in his shop for 2 weeks and nobody answers the phone. Any luck with Turnbull?
No, he's too busy with a chap who may be dying.
What magic man talks like that?
Paul Daniels.
Who's he?
He's a magic man on TV.
I don't watch TV. Turns the brain.
Go on, lads, keep going then, go on. Oh, come on, John. You the last day in Middleton?
Yes, sir.
Right, go on, son. Go on, keep moving.
How is he?
Holding. He'd been visited by the big white boss 9 o'clock this morning. Long before I got to him. Apparently the matter's resolved and that's that.
It's obvious. The goodies got him.
Must be. Otherwise there'd be a 40-man squad by now in an incident room.
What did your PC ward actually see?
Perhaps 2 women being led away. A man wheeling 2 bikes. 2 launches butting each other, not much. Say it was coppers and a stakeout. Okay, our own, but why don't the harbour authorities know about either boat? Because they don't.
Maybe they're both private.
Do you know a friendly SB man?
This is shop.
Isn't that safer? I don't have any more on our black magic man.
He's northern.
What size shoes?
Gardner Ford's little girl told one of my colleagues.
You know what I reckon? You know things I don't.
Your paranoia's show. Why didn't you stay in the big city?
Because I'm flash and bad with it.
That's not what they say.
Who?
Those who know?
Who you know. You do know things I don't.
No. How am I going to find out?
Why are you down here?
I've told you I'm into a bit of private. I'm my own boss. Mike. What would you do if I did something illegal?
Something very, very ungallant.
All right, you check out the missing jewelry in Hatton Garden. Can you? I've got to schlep up there. I can't do it over the phone. I'll be back about 3, and if Fred will check out if Bannister's still not in the shop, we'll go in tonight.
Illegal trespass? I thought we were against things like that.
Someone ordered me. Well? All right, we'll do it the slower way. Fred can talk to the 24 victims, and we can check on what a sort of safe and alarm, find out the dates they were fitted and by whom.
Why can't Detective Lover Turnbull open his files and help out?
Because at some things he's lazy and not very clever.
What about the other things?
Mind your own business.
All right. You seem to be at your best at night.
You sure nobody got in?
If he did, he's as good as I am.
You'll do the outside?
Every inch.
Good.
And I'll do it again.
Is your room comfortable?
I want my mother here.
Well, you want her distressed?
Why? You're not doing anything to me.
No, of course not.
Then why should she be distressed?
By seeing you overreact to a polite question. Is your room comfortable? Nikki?
You keep off my name.
For reasons you're clear about, and we certainly are, unless you help us as much as you can, you'll be here for quite a while.
I've done nothing wrong. This is false imprisonment.
On the contrary, it's for your own safety.
You've got no right.
Landing illegally isn't a good start if we're going to talk about rights, eh? You and your mother will be well looked after. It's impossible for you to get out of this house. Really, it is. Or for that matter, for any friends of your father to get in here. You're very safe. I mean, you're as precious to us as you are to your father. Do you know where he is? When did you see him last? Why land at C.A.T.S? Why not somewhere on any other coast? Well, it's early days yet. Perhaps you've forgotten why. Eh? It'll come back. We'll help. You can go now. Is your room comfortable? Mrs. Richards? Why did you land in this country illegally, Mrs. Richards? I've been told you are a very intelligent woman, a boon to your husband. You know what's assumed about the right to keep silent in a court of law. The last refuge of the guilty. Why did you enter this country illegally, Mrs. Richards? Where were you going with no suitcases? I take it, well, the bikes were for getting into Chatham. Hmm? Bit undignified, isn't it? For a woman of your age and wealth. What, on a charity ride, were you? Raising money for the families of the 100 or so children your husband kills every 12 months. Let's talk about maps, Mrs. Richards. Shall we? Now, I'm not going to force you to make any long speeches because we know that's not your style. But Mrs. Riccardo, your husband comes from Sicily. Part of a group of evil bastards who kidnap, remove ears from those they kidnap to use for proof against ransom money. Now, this handsome ransom profit doesn't go into schools or hospitals or a policeman's ball. No, it's invested here, in Singapore, to finance the transport of tons of heroin from here, Pakistan, to here, Europe, and eventually to here, London. Your husband is, of course, an honest sheep farmer from New South Wales.
Yes.
No. He was a farmer. You may not have noticed, Mrs. Riccardo, but your husband hasn't been home for 2 years. Left you and Nicky guarding les moutons. He's been en France. Oh, lots of places, including Nordic ports that send their ships to Sheerness. You to have met him here? You don't think he's trying to get rid of you, do you? Because our friend in Oslo told us you'd be landing on our beach. Mrs. Riccardo, I've been polite so far. But there is a limit.
Fred?
Yes?
Last time you checked Bannister's shop, can you remember whether the upstairs curtains were drawn?
No.
Well, no, they weren't drawn, or no, you can't remember.
No, I can't remember.
Your mother assures me she can deal with isolation, confinement, easily enough.
Perhaps that comes from being left on her own so much. How about you?
Who are you?
Who do you think?
Police?
No. Worse than that. I think you better answer my question.
I'll manage.
Why did you enter this country illegally? Because on that little hook, Nicky, We can keep you here for as long as we like.
You can't. We have the right to a lawyer.
Nobody knows you're here. But you could blame your father.
I don't know where he is.
I don't believe you. And consider one thing, Nikki. At the moment, you're going to prison.
He's not that bad. He's not that bad.
Heroin. Before and after. Now, when this girl finally died, aged 19 like you, she weighed 5 stone. And they couldn't peel her skin from her bed. We have tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. And tomorrow after that.
Mike, according to my contact, nothing has been offered. It's all small pieces of jewellery, very expensive. Could or would sell it there.
Yeah.
He reckons we're halfway to the continent here, so it might be going abroad. Okay?
Thanks for trying. You haven't got up to anything naughty yet.
Just give me time.
Goodbye.
Would you excuse me, please? Who are you? How did you get in? Get me out of here, or I'll scream.
Where's the list of wall safes you fitted, Mr. Bannister? They in here?
You've got no right to go through my stuff. Who the hell are you?
I can't find them anywhere else.
Who are you?
24 large houses in the area have been burgled, Mr. Bannister, all with safes. How many of them were fitted by you?
still haven't answered my question.
The thief knew about the safes.
Nothing to do with me. Are you going to answer me or not? What am I doing? I'm being burgled. I must be mad.
All the burglaries followed a pattern, Mr. Locksmith. Whoever they were knew about the safes, knew the numbers, and so no fuss.
If you're not police, lady, you're in trouble.
Open that door.
Lovely perfume. Oh, is she? Only I noticed the lights were on.
And his wife sleeps in Chatham.
Hello?
Is the list in there?
No. No, my papers were stolen.
Why didn't you report it?
Oh, yeah. Bloody good advert that would have been, wouldn't it? I'm a locksmith, lady.
I don't believe you.
I think he's lying.
I think he's dodging VAT.
Look, petty cash and lock guarantees, that's all. When I heard about those break-ins, I was scared. That list was stolen. God's truth.
Hello?
Caroline!
Good night, darling. You do seem to lose a lot of things, Mr. Bannister.
Look, who are you lot anyway, eh? I'm calling the police.
Oh, ask for Detective Inspector Turnbull. And while you're at it, explain to him why you kept back information from the police.
Pintail, upper floor. Miss Richards gone.
Escapee, escapee. And pursuing, leaving building. Go, go. What's your name?
It's not broken.
I know.
You're a doctor as well as a thief. And how come you're so good on walls?
Dave?
What's wrong?
Police have been round to Bannister's.
Have they got onto you?
No.
Don't let them get here.
Of course not. Will you be all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks.
Bad?
Who are you?
If you'll just get me some jeans tomorrow and lend me enough to get to London, I promise I don't exist.
Hello?
It doesn't matter whether Bannister was telling the truth or not. The list has gone. Now, I've given you that fact. I want something.
Ah.
How's your copper?
He'll live. He's a bit damaged, but he'll live.
There was a scene of crimes, man, at every break-in.
Well, they're good. Both of them never stop.
They found glove marks.
I've kept forensic to myself. How did you know that?
It doesn't matter.
I knew
What
you
sort
knew.
of material?
Fine ladies' silk gloves. Man-made fibres.
Have you traced the manufacturers?
Maggie, I'm not opening up 1,000 avenues. When this clever monkey's nicked, we'll have the gloves off him, and there's 19 fibres for 11 different jobs. And that's him. He won't even have to open his mouth.
So the fibres wait until you get Noddy Boy. Why don't you stay ahead of the game?
Because I'm thick and flash and working in the sticks. Maggie, there are 120 manufacturers of man-made fibres, and God knows how many more in Hong Kong, Taiwan, India. I've only got 10 men. I don't want them all over the country. I want them on the patch, looking for the man, doing it the copper's way.
But you got nowhere. Have you asked the lab for country of origin or manufacturers?
No.
What you don't ask for, you don't get. Give me some of your fibers.
Where would she go? What address were you heading for? I want to respect. You've got a few hours to make up your mind. And then we'll have no alternative other than to make your arrival in this country public.
May I go to the toilet? Nigel, you're an angel. Ta. Those fibres. At last, a government lab's got off its back. So? Oh, Mr. Leslie Batt, please.
Speaking.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Batt. I understand you're the distributor of the F311 silk.
That's right.
Lovely material.
Trouble is too few use it. You're in the trade.
No, I'm inquiring for a client. You make...
Gloves, scarves, foulards.
And the manufacturer of the gloves?
Me.
My client's a demander, Mr. Batt. Could you let me have a list of your outlets, Express?
I've got 300, not counting overseas. Where are you?
Medway region.
Just a minute.
That bird at Bannister's had a really nice pair of gloves on.
Right, have you got a pencil?
This list, Mr. Bannister, this missing list of jobs. You were interviewed on 2 occasions by my officers over the past 12 months, and you made no mention of it. We wanted to know, and we still do, Mr. Bannister, about everybody that gets behind this counter.
You found his black tracksuit?
Is she police?
I told you you'd be in at the kill. His girlfriend left here wearing gloves. Who's she bother?
You think I robbed those houses, don't you?
Where can we get hold of this,
Caroline.
Caroline, yeah.
Why?
Well, she might have your missing list.
Look, I met her at a Rotary dance. She's divorced. She comes here once. Well, every now and then. It's good for both of us. Look, my wife will kill me. I've got a good business here.
All we want is her address.
Yeah, well, you can't. She's straight.
She might have nothing to do with it.
Look, if it's any help, I didn't get the address from you. I got it out of your address book.
I've mislaid it.
And I found it.
Thanks. Whoever she was, she shouldn't have gone.
Why the illegal entry?
Because my daddy's so busy, I'm here with my mother to buy up a stretch of coast. Where boats can come in and out.
London.
Mm-hmm.
That enough?
Almost. You're incredible, you know that.
Yeah.
Why do you thieve?
I'm poorly paid. I like danger. I saw 3 guns in a safe. Well, there were 2 others to check. I think I'd rather be sorry than safe. I've got class. Well, I hope the guns don't get you.
Nor you. I'll be gone by dark. Promise.
Yeah.
Maggie, I'm just going to the loo.
Let's get one thing clear. I'm not a copper. I used to be. So I'll tell you what's going to happen. You passed a list containing the addresses of safes that Bannister either fitted or supplied. Now, that makes you a participant in the crime. In legal jargon, you're treated as a principal.
Well, I haven't broken into anywhere.
Just listen. His bladder's not that big. You passed information. And if you don't stick up your hand, you're going to go away for a long time. A lot of money's was gone. That's how the courts will measure it, by how much. The person you helped. MI5 also have reason to believe that he's involved in guns, government security, and the abduction of a girl.
Guns? That's rubbish.
He's got a bullet in his hand.
You're lying.
Come on. What's your boyfriend's name?
He's not.
Who is it then?
You don't know. You don't know anything. You're guessing.
When that door opens, the chit-chat will have to stop. Where do you buy your gloves? Manley's or Litton & Sims?
Right. The WPC will be along in a second. Mrs. Forbes will leave us alone, and then we'll talk.
One question.
Without caution? Go on, then.
This girl,
Yeah?
who is she?
Your ex-husband, the one from the north. He uses your information, your gloves. Anything else?
Inside.
We're police officers. Where's David Ryan? You can take them off, miss. They don't belong to you.
Oh, my wages. Or 10%.
Why don't you ask me if my room is comfortable?
You're being very silly, miss. Where's David Ryan?
Probably at school.
Right. 1. Kit. Now, the school will provide the match strip, but the boys' team will be expected to provide training kit and polish. Right? 2. Dress. Now, I want you all to provide a complete change of smart clothes for the evening meal. You will all look smart. Now, on and off the field, you're going to be representing the school. And as we'll be in Belgium, you'll also be representing your country.
I come from Barbados, man.
Oh, God.
3 toiletries, including toothpaste. Now, number 4, money. Now, as you all know, we teachers are vastly underpaid. Yeah. So I'm not going to be bailing you little lot out, am I? Right? And it should be in francs by now. And you make sure that when you get to Blankenberg, you've got enough left to buy your parents a little present. After all,
They've shelled out 100 quid for you, little lot, on this.
right. Now we come to what you do not do. You lot are still only 15 years old, therefore no buying or consuming of alcohol. You never know, if you win the tournament, we may run to an extra half a pint of shandy on the last night. But any of you lot, the worse for drink, and the next morning you will find yourself at great expense to the school and your parents on the ferry. Have a good time if you all pull your weight. But the rules laid down about time and your responsibilities, you treat them as laws laid down by me. And it's not your best interest to break the law. Any questions?
What's about, you know, sir? If we meet a girl.
Well, you bring her to me. I'd like to meet her. Never know, if I approve, I'll give you 10 minutes. Hey. Right. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, best of luck. I'll see you tomorrow.
Will Mr. Ryan report to the Secretary's office, please? Mr. Ryan.
To Fat Man, with our compliments.